Oh, okay. All right, guys, this is my first Hangouts. First time using Google Hangouts. So I'm hoping and praying everything goes well with this. Okay, so I'm about to get started. Go ahead and share my screen with you. Let's see. Thank you for being here. Okay, screen share. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to get 1,000+ hot prospects on your email list in 30 days or less, even if you've never built a list in your life. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to jump right in and get going because we have a lot of information to cover. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover. Identifying your target market and creating a plan to reach out to them. Creating an offer that your prospects can't resist. Setting up your funnel, free lead generation strategies, and paid lead generation strategies. All right, so let's get to it. Who am I? My name is Cheryl J. Moses, and I've been in internet marketing now for about 6 years. I kind of stumbled across it because at first, when I lost my job back in 2009, I was doing some real estate wholesaling and investing. That's what I started doing. And what happened was I ended up marketing and trying to get deals and things like that. And I eventually ran out of money for marketing. And so when I saw people making money online, I inquired about that. And I got started and I started doing freebie sites and stuff like that. But before all of that, I worked in a hospital for several years as a medical technician, and that's basically what I did after school and everything. So and went to nursing school briefly, of course, and that was it. And I ended up losing my job in 2009, so I started online marketing, and I've been doing that ever since. I've also done some network marketing, and I'm currently doing a little bit of network marketing as well. So that's basically how I got started and everything. And I have 2 kids, Alasia and Caleb. One is a teenager, one is a toddler. Um, and I love chocolate. So if you ever want to get me some chocolate, that would be wonderful. But yeah, so that's basically who I am. I don't want to go into this long spill about that because some people take 20 minutes to tell you who they are, and I really don't want to do that today. I just want to get into the content. You can always ask me questions if you need to. By the way, I meant to mention this before I started. If we are going to do questions, if you have any, if you could join the Online Marketing ROI for Entrepreneurs group on Facebook. That's where we're going to be doing the chat and the questions and anything that you need to know. You just want to go to that group. I'll add you in the group and we can do that there. Also, if you stay till the end, I'll tell you where you can get the document, the PDF I have for you on how to get like 1,000 people on your list using SafeSwaps. Okay, so I have that available. It's free for you, and I'll let you know how you can get that at the end. Okay. Okay, so preparing your plan of action. So this is the first thing that you want to do. You want to identify who you are talking to. This is like the most important step, because if you're not identifying who you're talking to, then you're talking to everyone, and everyone is not going to receive what you have. Everybody is not your target audience. So you want to, identify who you're speaking to first. That way you can plan accordingly and do things accordingly. Okay, so here are some questions that you want to ask yourself, and it's only 3 questions. Who are your potential prospects? You want to find out what they are mostly searching for more than anything else. Okay, you want to also ask, where do they hang out or conduct the most activity? Okay, because you have to find them. So you want to know where they hang out. Social media, are they on mobile? And are they in forums? Do they go to events? Things like that. And also, what solutions can they use at this moment? That's really, really important, because when you create products, you need to know how to solve their problems. So you need to know what solutions can they use at this moment. So you want to look for problems, fears, and passions. All right. So that's really a big thing. And I really want you to concentrate on that when you go to create your free offer and things like that to build your list. Okay. All right. So you want to brainstorm for ideas on what to offer them. Okay. So when we look at niches, let's see. Go here. So if we look at niches, let's go over to ClickBank. Okay, ClickBank Marketplace. Some of you may have a niche already. If you do, go with that. If it's a profitable niche. If it's not a profitable niche, you might consider going into something else that's profitable. But you can always brainstorm to see what you're interested in. So let me see, where is browse tools? Let's see. Let's look at categories real quick here. Okay, so here's a lot of categories. A lot of times when you have something in front of you, it's a little bit easier to think of things that you can do for a niche. I'll get into for a niche. So your arts and entertainment, I wouldn't even touch that. Let me see. Let's go down to business and investing down here. Okay, so you have debt. That might be something to look at. Management, leadership, outsourcing, personal finance, real estate, small business entrepreneurship. So all these things can be, possible niches, okay, that are profitable. Let's go down. Computers, internet, all right, some techie stuff here. Hardware, networking, software, of course. Cooking, certain diets, those things. Okay, let's look. Some more e-business and e-marketing, affiliate marketing, of course. Article marketing, blog marketing, consulting, copywriting. I think this whole section might be profitable. The majority of it anyway. Yeah, social media marketing, definitely. Okay, so you have a lot of things here. Health and fitness is a good one too. Profitable niches here. Beauty, diet and weight loss, exercise and fitness, nutrition. Okay, so let's just pick one. Let's try social media marketing. No, you know what? Let's try something else. Let's try real estate. Because real estate's always a good one. Let's look at that niche. So over here we go to find products. Just type in real estate. Let's see what comes up. Okay, 101 ways to a six-figure income as a real estate agent toolkit. Down. They got a lot of e-courses and programs on here. And training courses and things like that. Let me see. I want to see if they had like an ebook or something. Here's some real estate investing true secrets or something. Okay. Let's look at that one. Commercial real estate bird dog. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, let's visit the website.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Okay. Oh, that's all they have is a video here. Well, that sucks. I don't want the video. Let's see here. That's taking so long to load. Okay. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this is how you get ideas. Like if you look at other sales pages and squeeze pages and things like that, you kind of see what they're talking about and come up with an idea on what kind of free offer that you want to give people. Because basically when you do this, the work has already been done. You know, these people have already done their research and stuff, so they kind of know already what solutions need to be met. Yeah, so, you know, you can just look on these pages and kind of find out what to give people. Finding leads and success in real estate seem like your competitors are getting all the deals. Okay, so you can talk about talking about getting deals. Like, have something about how to get more deals in real estate. 10 ways to get more deals. In real estate investing. Okay, let's look at what you're getting in this product. Okay, like here it says strategies they just don't teach. Realtors get more listings, investors get much lower prices, things like that. So you can do something like 10 ways to get more listings for realtors. Okay, 10 ways to get more deals for investors, things like that. Try to look and see if there's anything else that you can pull from this. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can just get ideas just by looking at certain products and what they have in them. And that's how, like, the beginning of how you can do your research. You can also go to Amazon and kind of like look in the books in Amazon. Take a look inside. You know how they have that look inside feature? You can use that look inside feature to see what they're talking about in those books, depending on what niche you're in. Okay, just look for books. You go do a search, and I'm not even going to go into this one here. But yeah, you would do a search. Let's see. Amazon is really good because, you know, Amazon has everything. Okay, so what do we see? Real estate. Real estate investing. Okay, so we're here on Amazon and you can look at real estate investing. Okay, this is for beginners. Let's look at this one. This is Kindle. It's okay. You know, another thing about Amazon is that when you look at the reviews, like if you look at 1-star reviews, 2-star reviews, sometimes people will really elaborate on why they didn't like the book. So that tells you what the book was missing that, you know, they were probably looking for. So you can also pull from that because, you know, that's a problem. Obviously, the book didn't solve their problem. So you can always look and see what was missing. Okay, so that's a good thing to do. Like there's a lot of 1-star, 2-star reviews for this book. So, but these, you know, not very helpful. That's not telling you anything. That's not telling you anything at all. But sometimes people go into real detail about what they did and what they did not like about the book. Okay, so that's another thing. This one actually doesn't have a look inside. Well, these do. Successful real estate investors. Let's look at this one. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't see a look inside feature for these. Oh, it pops up there. Okay. Okay, so let's look inside and see what's going on here. Making money with real estate. Okay, let's see. What is real estate? How real estate investing works. You're not showing a table of contents. Okay. Well, you just have to scroll through. Some books will show you the table of contents and you can just pull from the table of contents. That's how you can get a lot of information as well on just what type of products to create. So that's how you do your research. You can use ClickBank, you can use Amazon and get it done really quickly. That way you know what you're doing and you're on the right track. Okay, so that's how you can brainstorm. Then you want to create your offer. Okay, so here's the thing with me. I use a lot of PLR, and I really feel like it's the shortcut because you don't have to create things from scratch. Now you can also Google some stuff and pull from, you know, different websites and different articles and things like that if you need any kind of help with creating your free offer. Of course, you don't want to copy people. You want to use your own words, okay? But you just want to get some ideas. It's just a great way to get some ideas. Me personally, I will use private label rights. Private label rights is already done for you content that you can purchase. You can get PLR for $3. It's really cheap. It's not something that you have to really come out of pocket for, but you do get what you pay for. So I want to elaborate on that a little bit, because if you do buy PLR that is $3, $5, and you get an ebook or you get a bunch of articles or whatever, what you're going to do is you're going to edit it. You're going to put your commentary in it. You're going to put your voice on it. You're just going to edit the whole thing, because basically what you want to use is the framework. You want to use the outline. That's the basis of using PLR. You don't just want to take it and post it on your site, or take it and try to give it away as it is. You always want to edit, okay? You can also outsource. You can go to different sites such as Upwork or elance.com, guru.com, and hire people to create an offer, well, not an offer, but an ebook for you or something like that, depending on what you want. Okay, depending on what you want your offer to be. I'm just talking about an ebook. Most people give away a report or an ebook. Okay, now you can also go a step further and do videos or audios. Those are even better because they're more personal with the connection, okay, that you're going to give to your audience. So those are good lead magnets. You have your presentation, like I'm doing now, and then you have your talking head, where it just shows you talking to the camera, talking to your audience. Okay, so you can do that. Maybe you want to give away a series of maybe 3 videos on a certain topic, 3 short videos. That's a good free offer to give people. If you want to do audio, you can do an expert interview. You can also hire people to do your interviews for you. Maybe you want to interview about 10 different experts on a topic. People will love that, and you can give that away as your free offer. Okay, but you're going to have to pay people, pay someone to do that. You might have to pay about $200, $100, or whatever to get X amount of interviews done. But you can totally outsource it. You don't have to do it yourself. Okay, but you want to give away a good free offer. You don't want to skim on this, because it's really like your first impression. Okay, so make sure that whatever you give away is really good. Now, if you want to see PLR, we can actually go ahead on and kind of look at something. Some different places anyway. Let's go here. It's a PLR store, just so you can get an idea of private label rights. Okay. All right, so this is the PLR store, and they have content on just about everything. Okay, so over here is your categories. They have different articles that you can look at, and they also have ebooks. So if you wanted an ebook on, let's say, gardening, let's say you're in the gardening niche, here they have ebooks for $3.99, $5.99, $2.99, etc. Okay, so you would get that, and like I said, just go ahead and edit it. You could even sell it if you wanted to, but right now we're talking about giving away a free offer. So there's your table of contents that tells you what's in the you know, in the ebook, and everything that you can do. This is what you can actually do. These are your rights. Sometimes you can't do this and you can't do that, so you have to make sure you look at that. Okay, like it says here, no, it can't be offered through auction sites. So you can't offer it through auction sites, but you can do basically everything else you want to do with it. You can edit it, you can sell it, you can give it away, you can do it, you know, whatever you want. Okay, so make sure you look at that as well, so you know your rights and you don't go against the rights. Okay, but they have almost everything you could think of here: network marketing, mobile marketing, list building, so many different topics. Okay, so whatever your niche is, just go ahead and purchase, and you know, just edit it, and you can get it done quicker that way. There's also another one I saw, this one, Big Product Store. I've used this one before too. They have, oh look, more than 8,000 products. So they have products here too that you can absolutely use. And another good thing is that they tell you when it was added, so you know that it was, you know, if it was just added or if it's been on here for a while. Here's your SEO blueprint report. Okay, so that would be good to give away if you're into like internet marketing or something like that. Okay, and also I forgot about Warrior Forum. If you are in internet marketing, well, actually you can find anybody on the Warrior Forum as far as hiring people that you want to outsource things to. So if you want to outsource this even to somebody on the Warrior Forum, they have Warriors for Hire. You can go to that section and you have people that do different things like copywriting, creating content, creating sales pages, creating graphics, you know, you name it. So Warriors for Hire, you can always go to the Warrior Forum and find someone there for a reasonable price. Okay, so that's if you want to outsource, but you can absolutely do this yourself. So you don't really need to outsource if you don't want to. Okay, so that is creating your offer. Then you want to set up your funnel. Now, to do this, you want to make sure you have a squeeze page. You want to make sure you have an autoresponder. Make sure you have a thank you or download page, and make sure you have an email series. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know. I just want to basically show you a little bit of what your funnel should look like. Okay. Okay, so you have your squeeze page, right? Let me erase that. That's not what I want to do. You have your squeeze page. You have your text here. You have your opt-in box here. Name, email. Okay, grab this or whatever. You also want to have a picture of whatever you're giving away. Giving away ebook or whatever. Okay. So that's your squeeze page. This is going to go to your autoresponder. That's where they're going to go once they opt in. They're going to go to your autoresponder. Your autoresponder, and they're going to be taken to the thank you page and the download page. And they're going to download the product, okay? So they're going to get the product. Then they're going to get their first email. Okay. I have this later on in the slides too, where I show you what this email stuff. Okay. But I just want to give you a general idea of what your funnel should look like. Okay. All right. So your squeeze page is going to go to the autoresponder. From the autoresponder, after they opt in, they're going to go to the thank you page to get the product. Okay. Now your first email, of course, is going to contain, thank you for opting in or subscribing, or, for your free gift, getting your free gift and everything. And it's going to have another download link in there just in case. Okay. So that's just your welcome email. And then you want to have a couple other emails set up. Actually, I'm going to go over this. So I'm not going to do this right now, but I'm going to go over it later about this. I think it might be coming up next about this email funnel stuff, because it's really important that you have this set up. It's really important that you have this set up. Okay, but this is what your funnel would basically look like. Okay. Okay. So I think I do have this. Yeah. All right. So here it is. Your email. This is number one. This is where your product is going to be. Now, you want to start building the know, like, and trust factor. So emails 2, 3, and 4 are going to do that. Meaning you want to give them content. You're not going to be selling them anything. You're not going to be promoting anything. Okay. Now, this is basically a basic structure for your email follow-up series. It really all depends on what your goal is for these people that are opting in. Are you selling coaching services? Are you trying to promote affiliate products? What is your goal? That's something that you have to figure out from the beginning. Okay, so the second, third, and fourth email, you're going to give them content. You're going to give them value. You're going to tell them about yourself. So basically, you're building the know factor. Get to know me. This is who I am. Tell them your story. Tell them about your journey. Things like that. Okay. You can also give them some more things away for free. That way they like you, right? Because you're still giving them valuable things and you're doing it for, giving it to them for free. You're not selling them anything yet. Okay. So 5, 6, and 7, more know, like, and trust, or you can promote. So you can still give them more stuff for free, or just kind of send them valuable information like tips and things like that in your 5th, 6th, and 7th email, or just in your 5th email, and you can just start promoting in your 6th email and your 7th email. Okay, so but you basically want to just give them content first, because you want them to know and like you. All right. Now, only you can write your emails, really. I wouldn't really outsource this too much, because emails basically have to have your own voice, your own personality in there. So I wouldn't outsource this, but you can definitely get ideas from people that you are subscribed to and see how they're writing their emails. And you probably notice that all of them write differently, because everybody has a different personality. Okay, so you definitely want to do that. And if you're going to promote, you can do a promotion where you find the product maybe on ClickBank, JVZoo, places like that. And you can absolutely include a link in your email. What I would do is maybe get the product first, see how it is, review it, put it in the email. You know, this is what this product does. This is why I like it. This is why I think you should buy it. You know, stuff like that. You know, they'll respect you more because you already bought the product, and you know you've already checked it out and you think it's a good buy. That's how people really build the trust factor with you. Okay, so, and of course, emails 8, 9, and 10, you can do some more know, like, and trust and promotions as well. So even if you want to do coaching, or you want to do a free consultation, I should say, if you want to give away a free consultation, you can include that in your emails as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That could be one of your freebies that you give away, free consultation. And then you can get them on the phone and close the deal there. All right, so it's up to you on how you want to do it, but you absolutely want to have emails set up so that when people opt in, you know, your autoresponder is kicking out these emails in the sequence, and you don't have to worry about uploading them, you know, every other day or whatever the case is. Okay, so basically that's what you want to do, and I go over this more in the workshop, but this is like your basic email structure. Okay, so that's your follow-up. Now, getting your traffic. Getting your traffic, this is like the most important thing for lead generation. Of course, you need traffic. You need traffic to get leads. Now, strategy number 1 is banner ads, solo ads, and easing ads. I'm not going to get too much into solo ads because I go through that. I have like a whole presentation on that for the workshop, for people that get into the workshop. But banner ads and easing ads. Now, we can look at, let's see, if you go to buy, sell ads, here's a place where you will find different people advertising for basically space on their websites. Like, you can get space on websites. Yeah, I mean, you can purchase a spot, like, yeah, speak to a human, get started campaigns, it's a human. I don't use buy, sell ads. I don't really navigate this, but solo ads, you can, let me see, let me go over to, yeah, it's basically media buying. Media buying is really is really over my head. Like, I really haven't gotten into media buying like that, like deeply. So, but my ads is a place where you can go. There was another one, I think it's called Directory. Easy advertising. So if you wanted to buy a spot in the Easy, you could do that. Okay, you have to go here. It's probably gonna, that's for email and stuff like that. But traffic from Easy, so you would buy that, and you can get traffic from, this is all paid stuff too. So this is what you have to pay for. Okay, so I think they have like a directory of e-zines from a whole bunch of different niches, and what you can do is buy a spot in, you know, high traffic e-zines. Okay, so you can use that as well. But let me see, if you wanted to, so they have solo ads, safe swaps. Use safe swaps too. About ad swaps. Okay. Now, when you build up your list, you can start to swap ads, but you can also, in safe swaps, you can also just like buy solo ads. You don't have to swap, but you know, you have that option. Okay, so these are like the paid ways that you can build your list real quickly. And I would do, if you're gonna do like solo ads, I would do like one a week if you're gonna do that, $30 to $40, maybe $50, and build that, you know, like once a week. Just keep building it once a week. Also, what I want to say is high traffic sites. You can look for banner ad spaces on high traffic sites. And the way you would do that is you would look for whatever your niche is. Okay, whatever your niche is. Let me see if I can think of something. Trying to think. Maybe if I'm into fitness, right? Let's look at fitness blogs. Now you can do 60 must-read fitness blogs, the best fitness blogs of the year. Let's look at that. Okay, so like let's say fitness is your niche, and you want to look at the best fitness blogs of the year. So then you will find out what those are. Do they have them listed? Oh, okay. I was looking for it. Like, how do you get to it? Nerd Fitness. Okay. All right, Nerd Fitness. Like, let's see, Nerd Fitness. Okay, so let's go over to Alexa. This is where you can see how much traffic sites can get in a day or month or whatever it is. So if you go over to Alexa, you can enter a site here. So let me see, what was the name of that one? Nerd Fitness. I don't know if it's nerdfitness.com or what is it. I think it's nerdfitness.com. So let's go ahead. Nerdfitness. Okay. Nerdfitness.com. Now this tells you the traffic sources. I'd say anything under like 300,000 is really, really good. As you can see, in the United States, it's at an 8,204. And then globally, it's 21,770. So they get a lot of traffic. So you would pick a site like this and ask if you can advertise on that site. Now, sometimes you can go to these sites and see if they have advertising space or available, or just something related to advertising. Sometimes they have that information on the site, but if not, you can contact the owner of the site and see if you can get a space on there. Okay, and see how much it would cost, because this site gets a lot of traffic. So you would really, if you can get a banner ad created and you can get it on the site, you would really get a lot of opt-ins because of so much traffic that this site gets. Okay, so that's how you would basically do that as far as your research on finding sites that you can advertise on. Okay, you can buy a banner ad or something. Also, mommy blogs. Mommy blogs are really popular. I'm in a lot of FB groups and a lot of mommy bloggers and stuff like that. So a lot of people are getting great traffic because they've been blogging for so long and things like that, and they really have a lot of traffic. So mommy blogs are excellent to put a banner on and get some traffic to your offer, okay, or your site or wherever you're going to send people to. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, so that's how you would do that. And that's your first strategy. Now, strategy number 2 is guest blogging. Now, for guest blogging, let me see. For guest blogging, you would basically, let's see here. All right, so let's say you're into women's fitness. Guest posts, I don't know. Okay. Guest post guidelines. See, so like here, you can tell right here that they have an option for you to do a guest post. But once again, you want to do your research. So you would go over here, take this site, go over here to Alexa, put it in here to see how much traffic they're getting, because you don't want to just guest post on anybody's site. You want to make sure that site is getting good traffic. Okay, so, and here's something, the ultimate list of health blogs that accept guest posts. So then you have a list right here, and you can check these out for traffic as well. Okay, so health and fitness guest post. And basically anywhere you see a guest post, obviously they're taking, guest posts. But a lot of them have guidelines that you have to follow. So make sure you check those out first. Now, if you really see a blog and you don't see a guest post option, you can contact the owner. It doesn't hurt to contact the owner and say, hey, I'd like to do a guest post for you. But once again, make sure you're checking the traffic to the site, because you don't want to just put something on anybody's site and it's not getting any traffic. That's not going to help you get your opt-in rates up. Okay, so that's how you can do guest blogging. I'm thinking that there's something else that, let me see, women's fitness. Wow. Women's business. Guest post. Okay, look, submit your content, women on business. All right. Guest post submissions. Guest posting for women. A lot of things came up here. Submit a guest post. Lucky bitch guest post submission. So many things going on. So yeah, try it. Try your niche here, and then try guest post in quotation marks. Oops, I messed that up. But yeah, try guest post in quotation marks and see Okay, like that. Okay, and see what pops up. So your niche plus guest post, and a whole bunch of blogs should come up. All right, so once again, go through that and go through checking out the traffic to each site. Okay, so strategy number 3 is social marketing. Okay, social marketing, basically building up your social media fan page, like on Facebook, for instance. Building your fan page up. You can hold a contest. Contests are really good because people like to opt in, you know, for a free giveaway, of course. So contests are really good. You can do that once a month. You can post regularly on your page. I would say 3 posts a day. Okay, you can do Facebook ads if you wanted to boost your post. Don't boost the post from the actual page. Go into your ads manager, okay, and boost the post for engagement and things like that. Videos work really well. Videos, I would say, work better over anything because they get more views and more engagement. Okay, like I did videos, I think last week, and I got my clicks down to like 1 cent, 2 cents. You know, I was getting, you know, a lot of views from my videos. So you can do video views too. So I would say do that. I wouldn't pay for likes. I don't think that it's worth it to pay for likes, but if you can do video, if you're not afraid to get on camera and things like that, definitely do video. Okay, but you want to keep posting on your fan page. Okay, so strategy number 4 is SEO. Now SEO gets really involved, so I would suggest outsourcing this. Once again, you can go to Warriors for Hire on the Warrior Forum, and they have people there that will do your SEO for you. I wouldn't do it myself because it's really involved. You can learn SEO. I mean, you can learn the basics of SEO, but when it gets down to backlinks and long tail keywords and all that stuff, you'd be better off just paying somebody like $100 a month or whatever to do your SEO. I hate to say that, you know, but it's the truth. Like, you know, I just wouldn't stress myself out with SEO. But you can do your keyword research. You know, you can, if you're blogging, which you know, everybody should be blogging at some point, or even with your articles. You know, you want to do your keyword research, and you can do that with the Google Keyword Planner, I think it's called, and you can do that for free. Do your keyword research and get that done, and make sure you put your keywords throughout your content at least 3 to 4 times to optimize your content. All right, so definitely want to get your SEO together for traffic. It's really important for traffic. Now, strategy number 5 is info webinars or teleseminars. Okay, so you can put a presentation together, such as this one, or however you want to do it, and do webinars. Give away, you know, do the webinars for free. You can have paid webinars if you want to. You can have free webinars. Either way you want to do it. But you're giving away content for free, getting people on your list. You can do teleseminars the same way. You might not want to do, you know, this type of a webinar or whatever. You might just want to get on the phone and do a teleseminar. Of course, you can automate all of these things. Okay, you don't have to show up live to do them. Info webinars, let me see, automated webinars. Of course, you have webinars on air, which is what I use. Webinars on air, just automated webinars now. Who else does automated webinars? I'm not even sure. Stealth Seminar. GoToWebinar doesn't do automated webinars. I think those are the only ones I can really think of right now. As far as teleseminars, instant teleseminar, you can record your teleseminar and then set it up to broadcast live whenever you wanted to. That's what I did for my summit, my telesummit. So you can just set that up and yeah, let it go live whenever you feel like it. Okay. So if you want to do a teleseminar like every week, that would be great. Every week on a Thursday, on a Friday, whatever, you can set it up to broadcast live on that day, whatever time you wanted to. Okay, so it's up to you, but these are great strategies for building your list, especially if you wanted to go ongoing. You would want to do these types of things like every week or so to continue to build the list. Okay, so those are 5 strategies. I have more strategies that I go over in the workshop, and I go into more detail with all of these, even the SEO, because you need SEO for your content. Okay, so here are some other traffic strategies. Affiliate program traffic. You want to use ClickBank or JVZoo to set up your product. Create your affiliate tools page. I go over that in the workshop as well, because your affiliate tools page is really important because it allows people to grab what they need so that they can promote for you, and it takes out the guesswork, and it takes out them having to do extra work to try to promote for you. Okay, so your affiliate tools page is really important. Okay, and that consists of like banners that they can take and put on their websites or whatever, emails, things like that. Okay, that you already have ready for them, your affiliates. Okay, find products related to yours and contact the owners via email. Now, find products related to yours. So what you would do is you would go on ClickBank or JVZoo, and you would find products that are in the same niche as yours. You would take out your Excel sheet, Microsoft Excel, right? Spreadsheet. You can list the product. You don't have to. You can list the product, but you want to contact the owners via email. So you go through the product, see what it's about, who's the owner of the product. You write down the owner, and write down their email or website or wherever you need to contact them. Okay, and that's what you do for your affiliate program traffic. And you would just make a list. Just make a list of the different products, of the different owners and the different emails, and you would just contact them and see if you can be an affiliate for them. Okay. Right, so you can get affiliates for you and get affiliates for, you can be an affiliate for someone else as well. I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Okay. Forum marketing, outsource. Right, you want to outsource forum marketing because one of the things that I know is that if I'm on a forum, I might get caught up there too long, and I don't have, who has that kind of time, like to just sit on forums all day? So you want to outsource this. So you find forums in your niche, you put a link to your squeeze page and your signature. So here's an example. This all-inclusive free product shows you everything you need to know about list building and email marketing, and then yoursite.com. Okay, so you have that in your signature, and oh, excuse me. And you can use Elance or Upwork or someplace like that to find someone to post up to 20 posts a day. Okay, so if you're going to do forums, you outsource that. And all you would do is go to Google and type in your niche and just type in forums afterwards. Okay, so if you say we did this here. Oops, I'm spelling this wrong. Okay, gardening forums. Okay, here's a forum, The Helpful Gardener. Gardeningforums.com. The Garden Web Forums. So you have so many, look, different communities where you can find stuff. Also, I want to say this too. Forums are a good place to look when you're doing your research to create your free offer, because a lot of times you can see what people are talking about and the problems they're having. So that's a good way to do your research as well. You don't even have to ask the question. A lot of times you'll just see, you know, the different problems that people are having or experiencing, and you can go off of that to create your free product. So keep that in mind too. And I had one down here. Hold on. Oh, ad swap. Okay, safe swaps. We just looked at safe swaps briefly. I'm going to give you that. I have a sheet, a PDF about how to get 1,000 subscribers on your list using safe swaps. So you're going to get that for free. So don't even worry about that. Okay. Now, here's your action plan. Every week, buy a new banner or easy ad. While you have that going, you could start doing webinars and get those going. In the meantime, implement the affiliate strategy, and as soon as you have it going, follow up with the forum marketing, social marketing, and guest blogging. In a few months, you should be ready to start doing ad swaps. Okay, so that will be your action plan to get your 1,000 opt-ins in 30 days or less. I know that seems like a lot. So that's why I have the big visibility boot camp. I have that going on. I'm opening it up now actually, because I'm going to be showing how to do lead generation and traffic generation in the program, in the group. Okay, so it's, you know, it's the new launch of it. So if you get it now, it's going to be a good price now, because it's the launch of it and it's the early bird price. You want to get in now. And basically it's going to be all this stuff that I talked about, and it's going to be even more stuff, because we want to get your list built, and we want to get you some leads so that you start making money now and not later. So we're going to go over all of that stuff on how to build your list and basically keep leads coming in continuously, because you don't want to be at a standstill when it comes to either building the list or just getting leads, period. You don't want to be at a standstill with that. Okay, so that's what we're going to be going over. And I'm opening it up now. Traffic generation and lead generation. So if you want to get into that program, just let me know. Send me an email. Also, since we're at the end here, you can email me at CherylJMoses@gmail.com. Okay, to get your Safe Swaps PDF too. So just email me there for that. And if you want to get into the program early, because the price is really low now, it's gonna go up. It's gonna double. So just let me know. And that's it. If you have any questions, like I said, just join the group, the Online Marketing ROI for Entrepreneurs group on Facebook. And that's where I'm going to answer the questions and, go over anything that you need clarity on. Okay, so that's all. If we need to go over more stuff, like if I get a lot of questions and we need to go over more stuff, I'll create another webinar and we'll just do that Okay, but this is like your basic action plan for getting your 1,000 prospects on your list within the next 30 days. Okay, so until the next time, I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me, and be blessed. And like I said, I'll see you in the group. Okay, take care.